Boom, watch fam. A text message from a client that I had been waiting for basically a year. He wants me to come down to DC, take a look at his watch collection, which is filled with Patek Philippe, Nautiluses, Aquanauts, Rolex Daytonas. It's basically like a kind of a candy shop of uber desirable modern watches. Pick which ones I'd like to sell and liquidate them ASAP.
This is the Horological Investment Club at Cornell. Now, most of you are new faces, which is fantastic. It's because we have a fantastic speaker here, Christian Zero and Anna Griffin of Theo and Paris.
And today the TNH team crashed the London Jewelers East Hampton boutique, which is gorgeous, by the way.
Susan Sherakine, she's an employee here at Seton Hall. She's one of the people at Seton Hall, the few people that really enabled me here to follow Theo and Harris. Susan.
Just checked in, I got my lanyard, I feel like a child. There's so many cool cars, GTS, GT3, just all these 911s, a Target, I love Targets. I'm really excited, so I'm gonna show you some car porn now.
And today I am in Manhasset, New York at London Jewelers' flagship retail location.
That bezel action is like, yeah.
I don't really like the color combination. Is that like a brown or a black or a copper?
This is kind of a jarring, execution of it.
That's a good word. It is jarring.
It's almost uncomfortable.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, not a fan.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
You're not talking about money right now. So
Yeah.
I want that new one with the honey.
The honey dial. Pour that honey all
Pour
over.
it all over me. I love that watch. That would be my sporty watch.
This is a maple tree, famous for the smell of maple it exudes. This is harder than exploring Mount Everest. This is harder than. Get me out of here! Seriously! No, I'm done. Going back to suburbia.
No, stop. Don't touch.
I love you to death. I told you your phone does not work. If only you heard what I hear right now.
We have the resources to curate a wider collection from Seamasters to Zenith Daytonas.
And of course the content will follow suit. More beautiful watches, more interesting locations, more significant storytelling.
This balance doesn't exist anywhere else in our industry. This is TNH 2.0. Boom, watch fam.
And to help them organize their schedules, Pan American Airlines tapped Rolex to develop a wristwatch that could display multiple time zones simultaneously. And that's how the GMT was born. But what about the Explorer inspires us so much? Is it his courage that we probably lack? His tolerance of pain? His knowledge of what lies beyond? Because while today the Explorer is just another steel sports Rolex you probably can't buy at an AD, its story, the type of man it honors, guides us, charts what we know of the world.
My history with watches is a very shallow one. I am wearing an Apple Watch. It's really an extension of my phone, which is really why I wear it in the first place. I grew up wearing a rubber Casio watch. I played the straight and narrow in college with your classic, Fossil 79.99 watch, and ironically, I never let go of that. In fact, as early as last week, I was wearing a close to 15-year-old fossil oversized watch that barely worked with a torn leather strap. And this doesn't mean I don't believe in watches as a reflection of who you are. It's only now that I'm starting to realize that watches truly can be a reflection of where you're going. And for that, I'm super excited about getting into not just this watch purchase, but what it will mean for me and hopefully who I'll hand it down to.
This car has a soul as well. I frankly cannot contain myself. I'm so excited. I actually can't even believe I still have it. When I go out in the garage and look at it and sit in it, I'm like, this is mine. Like, I actually own this car. Seeing that my first memory is of this car and my dad, none of this happens. Really, my life goes completely different if that moment doesn't happen. I always wanted to do something really special for my dad, to thank him for everything, to show gratitude for this. For me, watches are super important, and they represent big moments and something bigger than just a watch. So I was like, why not get him a watch that's special?
He wasn't around a lot because he was busy being a family man and figuring out how to earn a living so his family would be okay.
He's taught me so much about being a father, being a husband, and just being a good man. And for that, I'm grateful.
He's turning 80. I don't even know what to say with that. My mom taught me, and by extension my children, of the value in marking moments. So we're giving him this watch.
This is a hell of a watch.
It's a Patek Philippe. It's a reference 2428. It dates to the 1940s, and now it's his. It's a physical representation of the effort he has put into building a beautiful family, whether that is working 18, 19 hours a day for decades, or almost grasping at straws to bond with me over a passion that I had.
The hope someday is that I'll be able to give this to my daughter. It's sort of a sentimental, sappy notion, but someday when she's going to a big job interview, when she's going to a big meeting, something important, that I'll have a moment to talk with her and explain to her, like, don't show up late, don't show up early either. And maybe be able to give this to her and say, here, take this, wear this, be on time, and she'll take it. She'll have, maybe that boosts her confidence by 1% or something like that. And she has a killer meeting or she has a killer interview, and she'll take it and she'll wear it on from there. My interest in watches is not based on the combination of, the amazing mechanical engineering and the design, which is in and of itself a great reason to get into this. But for me, I think of a watch as sort of like as a memento, as a talisman, as something that you wear, and both figuratively and literally, it takes on a bit of you. When I pick out a particular watch to buy, I buy it with the hope that someday, if I'm lucky, I can give that to someone special. They can take that, make it their own, and take a little bit of me, my personality, my sentiment with them, both figuratively and literally, and maybe someday they'll give it to somebody else.